Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first event in the Mid-South Television Tournament. The first match, the first round, introducing in the red corner at 225 pounds from Pensacola, Florida, Ricky Gibson. His opponent in the blue corner at 221 pounds from Florida, Tommy Wright.
Tommy Wright versus Ricky Gibson. Bill, watch this. It'll really be a tremendous matchup here in this first of the Mid-South TV tournament bout.
Sure should, and both these men are scientific wrestlers. Both are junior heavyweight guys. Ricky Gibson, the former world's junior heavyweight champion. We're getting a lot of calls from the junior heavyweights because we have been considering a world junior heavyweight championship tournament. However, these guys are in the Mid-South Television Tournament with some changes being made, and that all matches will now be one fall to a finish for the television title. There will not be the restrictive 15-minute time limit. The Mid-South Television title has gained so much prestige and recognition that we're going to treat it like a full-blown title where it is, people are not restricted by such a negative aspect as a 15-minute time limit. You just have some great athletes that have to have time to make tactical maneuvers, and that restricts them in that aspect. Ricky Gibson up for a flying head scissor. Tommy Wright lost his balance. They're into the ropes. It's close. The referee calling for a break. Now, this is the kind of match that a lot of fans at Wright have asked for, a clean, scientific bout. We brought this to you. It came out of the drawing. It was a random situation. We were really glad to be able to bring it to you. This is, again, another change in the bracket-type situation for this tournament, that whoever advances in the tournament, all the names will be thrown back in the hat and redrawn for next week until we're down to the final winners. If it gets into where there would be only 3 names in the hat, somebody would draw a bye, and the other 2 would wrestle off, and then whoever had the bye would go back in the hat, and would again draw and face each other. We have 3 television tournament bouts tonight. Sean O'Reilly against the Nightmare, and then Al Perez against Mr. Unpredictable Dick Slater. Of course, we're really glad to have Deborah back with us. So Jim Duggan's girlfriend. I certainly hope that by him saying he's taught her a few moves to help her defend herself, that I just don't know how much or where that involvement would go. I'm sure she's incensed. Talking to her before today's show, she said, you know, you've got to protect your man. You know, I can't help him against the other wrestlers, but if that dark journey interferes again, she says, I'm just emotionally, I've got to try to defend my man. So this could be a very explosive situation if these 2 hooked up. It'd be like an alley fight. The bad thing is you've got Sawyer and Slater, who don't, I believe, have any real moral integrity about the difference in the role in a man and a woman. I think that certainly we've seen that Buzz Sawyer would more than accidentally try to injure her. And of course, Duggan is still very incensed about that situation. Brett Wayne, another tremendous athlete. Sure, all you young ladies that used to watch him on Channel 17 will be thrilled to hear. He's on his way to Mid-South. He is the brother of Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. But he said, when he called, he said, I'm not coming here to support my brother. I love him, but I don't approve of what he's doing in Mid-South. Certainly what he did to Duggan's girlfriend was a shock. He said, I want to come down here. I want to wrestle in the Mid-South. It's the toughest competition in the world, and I'm very interested if that junior heavyweight title, if you truly have that tournament. So we're getting a lot of interest. We appreciate your cards and letters on the subject. Again, great news. Ted DiBiase returning Christmas. Of course, Dick Murdoch's suspension up as of December 21, and he's hot on Butch Reed's trail, and I'm certain. And Dickie did say something, and I really was reluctant to repeat it when I asked him, because, you know, Dick Murdoch is a guy that helped Ted DiBiase get his scholarship at West Texas State University. He also helped him get into pro wrestling, was a friend of his father, and he and Teddy were friends. And I said, is there any remorse about what you did to Teddy? You know, you looked like you had ended his career. And Dick Murdoch is a very stubborn man, and he's not one that I've ever known in any way to apologize for anything. When he takes a view, he's going to go with it all the way. And he told me, he said, if he gets in my way, If Ted DiBiase gets in my way again, I will finish it. And Dick Murdoch, you can't take that lightly. Inside cradle. Ricky Gibson, Tommy Wright. Tommy Wright held onto the ropes, which threw Ricky Gibson's timing off. When you go over those high-risk moves, it's a good move on Tommy Wright. That's a strategical move. Body slam. These guys are mixing it up. A lot of prestige at stake, this Mid-South television title. Tommy Wright pressing the attack. Ricky Gibson, he hung on to that leg, going for a single leg. Attack of the leg. Spinning toe hold. Ricky Gibson into that leg maneuver. And he's got Tommy Wright's shoulders pinned.
Never turned a loose of the leg and carried it out to a pinfall and a victory in this first Mid-South TV tournament bout.